I bought this for the Pico 4 to see whether you guys actually need to spend the money or not, because it's quite a big purchase. So first of all, let's unbox it and see what it looks like. Inside the box, we have 3 boxes. The first box has the back plate in it, which comes with a nice squidgy soft material. It also comes with a sporty one as well. And then we have the battery compartment that has the lead attached. Inside this box, we have a squidgy top strap, a tool to open your back plate on your Pico 4, and then this clip that holds your cable in place. As well as the sporty mesh that replaces the soft cushioning on your back plate. So to take the back plate off, what you need to do is take off the main top strap and then just use the tool, the yellow tool that they'll give you, to kind of pry each bit across and just work your way across each bit and then turn it over and pry the bottom bit off. And you don't have to use too much force, it will just come if you go slowly across. Don't just stick it in there. Now to attach the battery compartment at the back, what you want to do is just line it up and gently click one side in and then the other side in, and it'll just clip in place. What I do advise is adding the cushioning before you clip it in place. Don't make the mistake I've just made, because it's a little bit more of a challenge to actually fit this cushioning to the back plate to fit when it's not attached to the Pico itself. But when you fit it, you should hear it like click. It's supposed to have like a slight bit of movement, so it like moves up and down with you. Then just add the cable tidy by just putting it in one of the little grooves, and then I found fitting it from the bottom to the top worked easier. And then just plug it in. Then adding the top strap, you just need to tilt the padding away from the back plate itself and slide it through. Then to add the front of the strap, you just need to take the face plate off and attach it in the same way that you removed the other strap. And then just put the battery on. Once it's all fitted, it looks something like this. Now, I've got to say, I really like the orange strap. Whether you guys do or not, I just like the fact that it matches the little line at the back. I know it's stupid, but I kind of like it. Orange and grey seem to go quite well together. Obviously, there's not really any option. You have to stick with the orange or not. But let's get into the actual whether it's worth it or not. And this is where the extra little thing comes in that I'm not sure needed to be included if you've already got them. So it is an extra battery. You get the one battery normally anyway with all of them, but you get an extra battery and the charging dock, which is worth £40 by itself. So it's whether or not at £100 this is the extra bit that's needed. Comfort wise, I never really had a problem with the Pico, but I know some people who do, and I can imagine it's going to solve those problems, especially, you know, the back, maybe not the front because obviously there's no difference, but you kind of need the extra padding with the slight extra weight that's added to the back with the battery clipped on. It does add a bit of weight, and you can notice it starts to tilt it that way a little bit, which once it's on your head, you don't really notice it. And I was worried about whether or not it would make a difference. But if your main problem with a Pico is the battery length, then you do need some sort of solution. Now, I know there are cheaper alternatives of having a wire all the way down into your pocket with a battery pack on, but that kind of does my head in. And if it does come down to the fact that you've stopped playing this as much for the battery, then it is worth it. I'm going to keep on doing that. I don't know why. Apart from that, the back plate, I've changed out for the sporty one, which does properly grip the back of your head. Your head's going nowhere. Like, I don't know, it's almost difficult to get off. It feels like your head's super glued to the back. The softer material, I don't know, it depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm going to lay down and watch some movies, you're going to want the softer, nicer, comfier thing. It feels like you're on some sort of comfy pillow. Whereas if you're going to be playing Les Mills Body Combat, you're going to want the sporty, in my opinion. So it's nice that it comes with both. And apart from all these extra bits, which is worth about the £50 mark, I think £55 mark, if you want extra comfort, then it's worth it. But I think, personally, they should have had an option. You could have it on its own without the extra battery and the charging dock. Because if you've already got these charging docks, if you use another headset, then you're probably not going to need this. And it's kind of a wasted extra. That, and because you can charge it there anyway, you don't really need the dock. It's a nice little feature, but you don't need it. And it adds an extra 40-ish pounds to the sale of it. I think they could have had two options. One without this and one with it. Obviously, the option without would have been around about the £55 mark, which, for the extra comfort and the fact that you do get a battery and, you know, it's going to add a couple of hours extra to your playing, then if your battery is the problem, or the battery is stopping you from playing, it makes sense. Comfort-wise, I'm fine with it. I mean, I know a lot of people moan about the front thing, but I really don't. I don't have an issue with it. But if you do, it's not going to solve that problem. But it does solve the back, if that was uncomfortable. The big thing for me was it was slightly scary taking the back plate off. Because everything's all connected, and if you damage this, then, you know, there's a risk, I suppose. But honestly, it was quite easy to take off. I was surprised at how easy it was to take off. And overall, I think it looks very nice, like all connected and not just like a box attached to the top and like not fitted. The other solutions I've seen don't look as nice as what this one is. But overall, would I spend £100? If I want the extra battery pack, I feel like it should be an option. I think £55 would be more a respectable price for getting one battery and the clip and the strap. That would be fine. I think when you get to the £100 mark, I think it's expensive. Because I know you're getting this as well, but most people aren't going to need it. And it should be an optional extra. But if you want like 4 hours of gameplay uninterrupted while one of them charges, the other one can be put on the back of the headset running down and the other one charges at the same time, so you're never really ever going to be out without playing. If you are that type of player, you probably need it. And the £100 is justified in a way because you're getting that. I just wish they'd do it without, because I'm cheap and I would have preferred not to have paid the £100 to review for a video. I've just had to buy a new microphone. Anyway, let me know in the comments, do you like the orange? And do you think you'll be getting one? I have put a cheeky link in the description that you guys can click on and get this through Amazon if you want it. It's an affiliate link, so I get a little bit of money back because it cost me a fortune. And if you don't want to, super thanks. I need the money. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one. Goodbye.